Hello there, and welcome back, or welcome to Jurassic World Evolution 3. The game's been out for about a week now, so that's about how long I've had my hands on it, and oh boy, have I been enjoying it. It has been a lot of fun. It's just a whole different experience. I've played through a little bit of the campaign. I'm relatively into it, decently into the campaign, and I've been really enjoying it. I've been really enjoying Sandbox mode, for some reasons more than others. The baby dinosaurs are adorable. I don't really know what else to say. Now this took a long time. Let's talk about my actual build. This was my first proper Sandbox build in the game. This was basically my first time working with modular building in this game. As a Planet Zoo player, I have over 3,000 hours in Planet Zoo. This was a completely different experience, and I don't know. There's some negatives and some positives that I might get into later on, but for now I want to talk more about the build. It took me. I had 8 hours of footage. I had over 8 hours of footage, and I was just like, what do I do with this? It was ridiculous. I was building this for days. I started this Friday, and it is Tuesday now, and I just finished it today. I've been building this for days, so it was an 8-hour build, roughly. It's technically not just one build, because there are different components of it. It's not even really finished, in brackets, because you'll see towards the end that the little staff area I start doesn't ever get finished. I'm most likely going to finish the rest of that off camera, because it's just going to be useless hobble gobble. As well as touching some other things up. There's some things I've got to go back over, redo. Yeah. No dinosaur. No prehistoric animal. Yet. I didn't have time. If I were to make one, I wouldn't be able to fit it. I had to cut so much, because it was 8 hours. I can't have that. That's way too much time for this. It was ridiculous. So I had to cut it down so much. So you'll see a couple of jumps. I cut basically anything that I thought was really repetitive and otherwise pretty boring. Working on some lights. I tried to keep the first half of the build in as much as possible, because I was like, that's, but oh god, it was so much. I wanted to start. I had this really cool idea in my head of you coming in off this sort of highway, freeway sort of thing. So you're coming off the highway. I'll say highway so people know what I'm talking about. And you come down, and you enter the park. And I was like, that's a really cool idea. So my first thought was to have a tunnel and just kind of have it come out. The plaster in this game, hang on. The plaster in this game is not as good as the Planet Zoo plaster. Don't get, I haven't used the plaster in this game yet. I use the plaster in Planet Zoo all the time. Anyway, the texture's wrong. But I was gonna make this tunnel thing, and then I had this just spark of inspiration. I remembered the mini Stegosaurus scene, where the Stegosaurus hits the car, this was in Jurassic World or Jurassic World Dominion, and the car goes over the edge, and I was like, oh my, I want one of them, because it's on that sort of curved road thing, up on the cliff, and I was like, oh, I want to build that. So I started with building just the basic tunnel here, so that I have my framework of what I want it to look like. I was going to put the little things in there, and then I was like, wait, but that makes it 2 lanes. And there's no way that people can fit in 1 lane. Getting the tunnel, making sure it syncs up properly and lines up properly. This is pretty cool. I like the powdered stuff. I think the powdered... Is it powdered? I don't know. I think the powdered's going to be my new plaster in this game. But I really wanted to get that in there, so you'll see me work on that in a little bit. I also wanted to get, terrain up so it kind of looks like there's just that little bit of a wall there, it's shielded. The park's closed off. The park's spread away. I don't know what I'm doing here. My initial plan coming into this, because you'll see, like, I've got the Dunkleosteus signs and the Megalodon statue. My first idea for this park was to have it be a water park, an aquatic park, because I had found out, like, way before release, I think it was the Gaming Beavers video, his Suchomimus video, and he confirmed that you could use the Jurassic or the Cretaceous cruise to connect multiple parts of the Cretaceous cruise to other parts of your park. Use it as sort of like a transport thing. And I was like, I should just make an entire park that is just water. That it's just water, and you use the cruise thing, the little canoes, to get to different sections and go through different enclosures. And that was my initial thought, my initial idea. But the more I started to build in this park, and the more I started to see the whole thing come together, I was like, I've put too much effort into this for this to be so limited. Like, and especially the more I got to it, I was like, oh, I don't want to do this again. This was a lot of work. It could just be because I'm new to the game. Like, but it's weird, because, like, this is longer than anything in Planet Zoo would take me. So, I think it was more because I was still trying to get my grip in with the pieces and that, and trying to work this out. I use these pieces here, the like gantry pieces, as like those rails, those rail things that they have. But yeah, I was just like, I wanted it to be a water park, and then I was putting too much effort into it, and I was like, oh, I've put way too much effort into this for this to just be a water park, or for this to just be a park that I put like a couple species in, because we don't have a lot of species. And then about halfway through, I was like, okay, what if I make it like a park where you can, where it's got that section in it, because I definitely want to build that. I've started like sectioning and planning it out in my head, sort of, so it's like all sections off, and you've got different sections. So this, I've said section 1,000 times. So you've got like the water park area where you can go there and you can use the Cretaceous cruise to get around that way. And I was thinking about having other sections, I said it again, other areas of the park with different things, and making it more like a proper park zoo thing, kind of shebang, kind of style. Yeah, that's the plan now. I don't have a name for this yet. I have no idea what to call this, because I was trying to think of something marine-like and aquatic-like, and then I was like, wait, but I have to scrap that because I'm going to do it more like a normal park, more like just a zoo. So, I have no idea what the title of this video is going to be, but it'll be up there. It might just be Jurassic World Speed Build or whatever, entrance for a new park, because I don't know what to call it. I have no idea what to call this, like zoo and that. Is it a zoo? I don't want to say park though. Park's going to get really repetitive, but zoo would just get repetitive too. Park, zoo, preserve. Yeah, that's the plan. I want to make it really zoo-like. I want to just take my Planet Zoo building and just kind of plop it into this game. That's a little bit harder because there's more limitations in this game, and one of them being, one being that the animals can't walk on rocks. And that is, I get why that is that way, but it's a little bit annoying, because I would really love for them to be able to walk on rocks. It'll make my life a lot easier. Also, turns out, I made a video explaining how you couldn't do indoor habitats to the fullest potential. That's wrong. That is wrong. From what I believe happened is I had collision turned on, or I had like animal collision turned on or something like that. And it was preventing my oviraptors and any dinosaur that I had, and like the Ornithomimus that I used, was preventing them from walking on it. So, I am severely uneducated, and don't know what to say, because that is embarrassing for me. We're 10 minutes in and I haven't started the park yet. It shows you just how much I had to cut that second half. I've just been building this path. Not this path, this road. The road isn't even big enough. The road isn't even good. My voice is dying, so because I keep yawning and having to drink water. Because I haven't talked like this long and this loud and consistently for a while. There's no way a bus that I eventually put a bus on here. There's no way the bus can get around there. Also, side thing. Please make the cars recolorable. I don't like using the same color car over and 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 over again. Really frustrating. Really annoying because it's like they just look the exact same. So annoying. So there's a couple things about this game that I know is really interesting, especially with me as a Planet Zoo player and, you know, using the modular building and all of that. There is one feature in here, the move snap. We don't have that in Planet Zoo. I think it's on the console edition of the game. But it is the greatest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. I probably used it lots already. But it is the greatest thing I've ever used in my life. I love it so much. That is one thing that needs to be in a Planet Zoo sequel. That move snap. It was the most useful thing. I'm never going to be able to go to Planet Zoo now. Because one thing I struggle with Planet Zoo is making sure that my repetitive elements are aligned properly. See, there's no way that bus can fit there. Make sure that my repetitive elements, not my wall pieces, but just make sure that it all lines up. And that's, kind of hard when you don't have a proper grid tool that you can use like that. And the Move Snap tool fixes that for me. I'm so happy about that. I don't know if this is even possible looking at the height there, but the idea is you go around and you scoop down somewhere. Cut, because all of that was pointless. Big parking lot. Big cool thing. I don't know, this game has so many more things compared to Planet Zoo that I prefer. And Planet Zoo obviously has heaps of things that I prefer as well. But you'll see it in a second here. Actually, you might not. It's probably still a little ways away. But there's just so many things, so many items and prop pieces that this game has that Planet Zoo doesn't, or that you have to make yourself. See the Move Snap? It just made this so easy. It made doing this whole fence layout that I did so easy, and I love it. And scaling. Scaling's really helpful. I haven't used the scaling that much, mainly because when I'm trying to build scaling, sometimes I need to use different parts of pieces. So if I have to use a different part of another piece, it doesn't really work, because then it's they're different sizes now. So I've kind of been a little bit annoyed working around that. The delete tool in this game also isn't as good as it is in Planet Zoo, and that's mainly just because of some of the way that some of the things work, and you don't really get a proper path delete tool. It's all just one demolish tool, because I want to redo my path, but I also don't want to redo all of my scenery that I've placed down. So that is a little bit annoying. That is fixable with the mass deconstruction tool, but it's still way too much work. My voice is so sore. I've been talking for almost 50 minutes straight. So I'll probably tweak a lot of things off camera. Won't show any of them. I'm debating on not whether... I think I'm going to finish the rest of the staff area that I start at the end of this video. I think I'll finish that off camera. And I'm debating whether or not doing my hatchery and uploading that as a video of the hatchery. Because this is obviously going to be a series. I don't like, starting parks in Planet Zoo is a lot easier than it is in this game, I feel like, because this was so much more time consuming to look good, is what I noticed, basically, because I got this, like, oh, these pieces, oh my god, the roof pieces, I love them so much. There's so many little variations of them. Planet Zoo has so much to learn. I'll probably stop talking now because I've been talking for 15 minutes. My voice is very sore. I'm getting very tired. I don't really know what else to talk about. I'm saying the word like a lot this whole video, so I apologize about that. I will set some music on for now, and then I'll jump in at the end of the video, jump into it in real time, give you guys a little look around. Enjoy. here we are. We have our park. We have our tunnels here. So the idea is, oh wait, I can't. Okay. That's something I want fixed. I want me to be able to just place my first person wherever, because this is annoying. So we have this little road. There's no name up there because I don't know what to call this, but you know, we're here. Might change the fountain statue or something, I don't know. I put in a lot of cars. Got a little stuff section back here. Excuse me. Go away. Yeah, I'm quite proud of it. Like, I'm really happy, especially with how this, like, just entrance guest area turned out. Make my way over to the toilets, because I'm quite happy with these. I was so happy when I discovered this no smoking sign. Like, way too happy. Entrance, there's our exit, entrance. It does all light up at night. I'll show you guys that quickly at the end here, but it's kind of hard to see right now. I need to put something on this wall there. Yeah, you come in here, a little welcome sign, some flags, the T-Rex. Again, more of this backstage area on that, which should all be done by the time that the next episode is out, hopefully. ATV section or something. Yeah, roof. That's what it looks like at night. I'm quite happy with how it looks. Just go into capture mode. Obviously, this lights up really nicely at night. I'm quite happy with it. I need to remove him. But that's pretty much it. It's basically everything. So, the camera's always weird. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.